Hey, it's Rabbi Lewis wishing you an early Shabbat shalom. I happen to be wearing my Washington, D.C. sweatshirt today, and I bought this shirt about 2 years ago when I attended the rally in Washington for the hostages that were taken by Hamas on October 7th. And mostly I bought this because I was worried it was going to get cold and I didn't bring a jacket with me, so I bought this at the airport. But wearing it reminds me that at that time, I was filled with this great hope that this nation that I live in, as a Jew here, collected with other Jews from all over the country in our capital, could help affect and bring about a resolution that I felt that my country would have a special role. And as it turns out, our country did. 2 years later, it is heading towards a Shabbat filled with great hope, as it looks like early next week we'll see the return of all the remaining hostages from Gaza, the 20 or so who are believed to still be alive, and the bodies of the rest who can finally receive a proper burial, and that the families can have some form of closure and move forward. It is not lost on me, however, that at this unusual time that there's this great contrast that our nation is involved in demilitarizing Gaza, while at the same time we're militarizing Chicago and Portland. But life is full of difficult contrasts, and we have to learn to accept the good and confront the things that continue to challenge us, that are, for lack of a better term right now, less good. But in conjunction with the Torah portion this week, I was thinking about it's a special Torah portion for the holiday of Sukkot that's read on Shabbat. And I do think that it has something ultimately to do with the relief that comes from freedom, and the relief that might come from when you stop fighting and have time to focus on the bigger picture in life. And in essence, it's really the first calendar meeting in history, because it's a listing of the different festivals and the seasons that you have to celebrate. It talks about celebrating Sukkot, talks about celebrating Passover, talks about celebrating Shabbat. Why is that freedom? Well, it's only when you're free do you have actually time to then reflect, sit down, and plan. And that's an incredible gift. We had a calendar meeting just the other day with some of our leadership at Mitzvah, and yes, it can get monotonous going over every single day, every single event that's coming up. But through it all, it makes us better to know what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, and who's responsible for it. And if we were in a time of great pressure, or a time of oppression of some kind, or any other number of things that might interfere with that, we wouldn't even be able to do that kind of planning, and overall our community would suffer for it. So, but in this freedom of that moment, that we were able to sit and plan is a sign of freedom. And for the Israelites in the desert, this reading that we do this week comes from the book of Exodus. It was a newly discovered freedom for the Israelites, and by naming all the holidays that are going to be upcoming, and then presumably in the background, saying, Aaron, you've got this one, Moses, you've got this one, Joshua, you've got this one, that we actually become stronger through that. So my hope is that we will continue to enjoy that freedom, that clarity that comes with a time to just sit, reflect on the things that we've done in the past, and plan for the future, and appreciate that. So thank God for the impending return of all the hostages. Yisrael Chai, the people of Israel live. Let's pray for peace, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Shabbat shalom.